His word have I hidden in my heart that I might not sin against Him. So he gets lots of different prizes, one of which, God's word, hidden in his heart, will help Stephen in his Christian life. So Nathan has the Bible open to Hebrews chapter 11. He's been coaching Stephen, and if Stephen needs a little cue, his coach will give him his cue. Hebrews chapter 11, 40 verses. I want you to, when I go like this, Stephen, I want you to speak up. If I go like this, I want you to slow down. Go.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders attained a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith Abel offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he came witness that he was righteous. God testified of his gift, and by he being dead yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found because God had translated him. For before his translation he had this testimony that he pleased God. But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. By faith Noah, being warned of God of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared him to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world, and became heir of righteousness, which is by faith. By faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive inheritance, obeyed, and he went out not knowing whither he went. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling and tabernacled with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. For he looked for a city who had foundations, and whose builder and maker is God. Through faith also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. Therefore spring there even a one in him as good as dead, so many as the stars in the sky in multitude, and as the sea which is by the seashore innumerable. These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country. And true, if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country, which is in heaven. Wherefore God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he had prepared for them a city. By faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that received the promises offered up his only begotten son, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall his seed be called, accounting that God was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence he received them in a figure. By faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. By faith Jacob, when he was dying, but spoke to the sons of Joseph, and worship leaning upon the top of his staff. By faith Joseph, when he died, made mention of the departing of the children of Israel, and gave commandment concerning his bones. By faith Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents, because they saw he was a proper child, and were not afraid of the king's commandment. By faith Moses, when he come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season, esteeming the reproach of Christ greater riches than the treasures of Egypt, where he had For he had respect unto the recompense for the reward. By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who was invisible. Through faith he kept the Passover and the sprinkling blood, lest he that destroyed the firstborn should touch them. By faith they passed through the Red Sea as by dry land, which the Egyptians slain 2 were drowned. By faith the walls of Jericho fell down after they were compassed about 7 days. By faith the harlot Rahab perished not with them who believed not, when she had received the spies with peace. And what shall I say more, that the time will fail me to tell of Gideon, and of Barak, and of Jephthah, and of David, and of David also, and Samuel, and of the prophets, who through faith subdued kingdoms, wrought righteousness, obtained promises, stopped the mouth of the lion, quenched violence of fire, escaped the edge of the sword, out of weakness were made strong, waxed valiant in fight, turned to flight the armies of the enemies. Women received their dead, raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that they might attain a better resurrection. And others had trial of cruel mockings and stonings, yea, moreover, bonds and imprisonment. They were stoned, they were sawn asunder, were were tempted, were slain with a sword. They wandered about in sheepskins and goatskins, destitute, afflicted, tormented, of whom the world was not, where they wandered about in deserts and in mountains and in dense caves of the earth. And these all have attained a good report of, through faith, receive not the promise, God having provided some better thing for us, that those without us should not be made perfect.
40 verses, boys and girls.